So today I'm here with Panos Loucaides. Did I say that right?
Loucaides, yeah.
Loucaides?
Correct.
Okay, good. It's a bit of a tongue twister for me. So my name's Darren Plum. Panos is a certified master inspector and owner of, I just want to make sure I got it right, Home Inspection Services Group. In my real estate business, I refer to Panos and his team's expertise quite often, and I thought it would be helpful to have him on today to chat about, home inspections and the value of home inspections and things like that, and maybe how you've had to pivot your business through what's going on. So Panos, thanks for taking the time today.
Thank you for having me on your show. I am the owner of Home Inspection Services Group. I've been in the industry for about a decade. We are a team of 5 professionals and growing. When I say professionals, I emphasize that because there's so many unprofessional inspectors out there. Our company is not just...
Sorry, not to cut you off, but just to touch on that for a sec. So, yeah, because I mean, being professional, but you don't have to be certified necessarily to be a home inspector, right? So,
Correct.
that's where that comes in. Okay.
That's where the troubles come in.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you're held to a specific set of standards and governed by a regulatory body and hold insurance and all those good things.
Yeah, we don't have a regulatory body, unfortunately, from the government, but we are held to standards through our association, our training, and our company as well. We've set really high standards, and
cool.
We keep them with no discount on the standards.
Gotcha. Okay.
So our company is not just doing real estate transaction inspections. We are a multifaceted company. We do anything having to do with the home. We do asbestos sampling. We do mold inspections. We do air quality tests. We do allergen tests. We do radon testing. It's the newest service we're offering now. We do commercial inspections. One of our inspectors, James, is a certified commercial inspector. So we do a lot of things. We're not just for real estate transactions. And we actually go to people's houses when they have an issue. They call us because they want actually an independent opinion of what that issue may be. That's in summary what we are and what we do.
Okay, excellent. So I mean, a home inspection or an inspection could lead to a set of those other tests and services that you would require then, kind of thing.
Yes, or just independently. We go and do allergen tests and indoor air quality tests for people who actually just have a concern about the air quality in their home, homeowners. Yeah.
Okay. So one thing I think it's important to touch on, I mean, certainly in this market, we're in a very, very busy GTA market right now, as you would be no foreigner to. And home inspections are sometimes a little bit tough to get in even to offers now because sometimes you're dealing with 10, 20, 30, 40. I've seen as high as almost 50 offers on a house. So it's hard to sort of put a home inspection in there. But, is there a benefit to a home inspection after the fact, after you've already bought the house and you've closed on it, let's say?
Absolutely. I would compare that to going to your doctor and doing a physical every year. Is there a benefit to doing a physical every year? Well, yes, there is, because there may be something that you don't understand and your doctor is going to tell you. It's kind of the same thing. There is a huge benefit of doing an inspection after you get possession of a house, because there's maybe things that you're not aware of. And if you catch these things early, it's going to cost you way less money than what it may cost you when it becomes larger. It could be a small plumbing leak. It could be a little bit of condensation in your attic that could lead to mold, for example. But if you catch it at the beginning, then you've saved yourself thousands of dollars. And I always say, be aware of the problem and not just, if I don't see it, it doesn't bother me.
Right. Yeah. And I think, what I always tell my clients is, a good home inspection really is to establish a baseline for the property on where it's at today. It gives you a way to move forward and decide, in a level of priority, what is important, what things you should work on first, right? So I personally find value in a home inspection after the fact, even if you can't necessarily utilize it during the offer process. So
we hear this all the time. Sorry to interrupt. What's the point? What's the point of doing it? It's not the point of going and renegotiating or going back and accusing anybody or doing anything like that. The point is that you get knowledge of your home, because let's face it, current COVID restrictions allow you to do a half an hour visit in a home before you buy it.
Before making the biggest purchase of your life.
Or making the biggest purchase of your life.
Yeah. So one of the things with a home inspection, I know people will, often will say, especially with basements and things like that, oh, I can't see behind walls and things like that. I mean, there are technologies, maybe you could touch on a little bit, with infrared and moisture meters that, of course you can't X-ray the wall, but of course they can help you deduce what might be behind there, right?
Exactly. And we use the thermal imaging, the moisture meters. They're tools of our trade, and we don't charge extra like some other companies do. It's part of our responsibility to our clients. Okay. It all comes down, first of all, to the training of the inspector to understand certain things that may lead to moisture, right? And then you do your tests and all these things. These are diagnostic tools. Like you said, we're not X-raying walls. Right. We hear it many times. Can you detect mold? No, I can't detect mold behind drywall because I can't see behind the drywall. But thermal imaging and moisture meters tell us what we're looking at. And if we do have moisture, then we take it a step further. And we do use all this equipment every day.
Okay. And one last thing I want to touch on was pre-inspections for sellers, just to get your sort of take on the importance of those, especially in a market like we're in right now, a very busy seller's market.
So pre-listing inspections have been growing a lot in the last decade. It's about 20% of our business right now. And we have agents who do them for every single listing, no matter what size, whether it's a 1,500 square feet. We did an 11,000 square foot house last week, which took about 4 hours to inspect us at the same time. So it's an advantage for any market. In this specific market we are now, let's say you're going into multiple offers and you are expecting, to get 10 offers on the house. There's still many people who don't want to go in without an inspection. Right. There's a lot of buyers who just don't want to do it. And they say, no, I'm staying back. You're losing all those potential bidders.
Right.
So how much is every bid worth in a listing? You would know. From what I've been told, every additional bid may be $5,000 or $10,000.
Yep.
So you're losing all that market. You're losing a huge market of people who are concerned and afraid and don't want to buy a house without an inspection. That's where it comes in during a busy market like this.
Well, and I think there is a big misconception out there. You'd probably agree. Well, if the seller is hiring the inspector, then then they work for the seller, so the inspection report could be. But I mean, in your case, again, you're independent third party, held to a high standard from your association, and carrier insurance and things like that. So I mean, I don't see that that's as big an issue today as it could have been maybe 20, 30 years ago.
Yes, absolutely. Plus, our report is transferable to the buyer. When a report gets transferred to a buyer, then we are liable to that buyer. Right. So it's a matter of liability. If we do offer a transferable report, then that report is in the buyer's name. Therefore, we have a liability towards the buyer. So that's where trust comes in.
Fair enough. Okay, well, we're winding down for time here, Panos. I just wanted to say my sincere thanks for taking the time today. I know you're super busy, and I just really appreciate you giving the info. I am going to put all of your links so people can contact you. And so, folks, any questions, feel free to reach out to Panos, and I'll put all his links there. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you, Darren.